Hello, I'm John Bachman. Welcome to this Newsmax Now update. President Obama still speaking at this moment from the White House right now, currently talking about the situation in Gaza and Israel, but also in the beginning of this news conference mentioned some facts about House Republicans, well, facts, we'll use the term facts there, and about what has taken place last night and today. Here we see the president addressing the situation in Israel currently, but also he talked about the failure of House Republicans to push through an immigration bill. He also said basically whatever they do pass, if they pass anything, he will not sign it. The president also taking some credit for slowing down, at least initially, the flow of illegal immigrants over the border thus far. We'll have more information on that. But what led up to this? House Republican leaders today trying to push through a tougher piece of legislation, trying to get more votes in their conference right there. The bill that they're talking about right now would clear the way for the deportation of more than 500,000 illegal immigrants brought to this country as children. The revised legislation also comes with a $694 million price tag.
Israel and the Palestinian factions have agreed that they are now prepared to implement a 72-hour unconditional humanitarian ceasefire.
And that was John Kerry speaking yesterday before everything fell apart. Of course, the ceasefire that he was talking about only lasted a couple hours. Both Israel and Gaza, and Hamas militants, I should say, accusing the other of breaking the ceasefire first. Kerry also came out today and condemned Hamas for breaking that ceasefire. Kerry giving that address while he was in New Delhi, India, where he was conducting a three-day visit, part of a strategic dialogue on that country. Moving ahead now, both sides in that conflict in Gaza and Israel, again, are pointing a finger at one another for breaking the truce. There are also reports of continuing fighting in Gaza, including a heavy battle in Rafah. At least 4 similar ceasefires have been announced since the fighting began. This one ended just as abruptly. Now, as tensions in the region continue to rise off the battlefield, Palestinian protesters clashed with Israeli police in Jerusalem and in the West Bank city of Hebron today. Demonstrators quickly turned to violence, angered by the Israeli invasion into Gaza. The ceasefire that was announced this morning at 8 a.m. did not last. That was 8 a.m. their time. Again, fighting was reported less than 2 hours later. We'll have more on this, plus more on what the president said from the White House today coming up. But now, here's Steve Malzberg live from New York with the Steve Malzberg Show.